Hello and welcome to my channel. Here I review new movies and television shows and try to release a new review every day from Monday to Friday. Today's movie is Shotgun Wedding. It's a romance, comedy action film written by Mark Hamill and directed by Jason Moore. It follows a destination wedding on a tropical island in the Philippines. Darcy Rivera, played by Jennifer Lopez, and Tom Fowler, played by Josh Duhamel, are throwing the discount wedding of their dreams when pirates invade. Through a series of antics and accidents, Tom and Darcy end up taking on the pirates in order to save the lives of their friends and family. Shotgun Wedding sets out to provide a lot of laughs with a big focus on the relationship between Tom and Darcy. They work out their problems while fighting the infestation of pirates. The movie starts off a little slowly, with a super awkward party the night before the wedding, and a lot of setup for the rest of the film. After about 20 minutes, the event kicks off, and from there, it's all action, comedy, and romance. The story isn't very original, and it's predictable to a T, but it makes up for it by doing everything well. Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel as Tom and Darcy are great characters with a lot of chemistry between them. Lopez as Darcy is a confident and competent lawyer. Her relationship with Tom seems to be going great at first, but she has a strained relationship with both her parents and his, and ends up feeling a few pre-wedding jitters. When the pirates show up, she's forced to work with Tom and takes charge of the situation. Josh Duhamel as Tom is a faltering baseball player who is obsessing over his wedding. He doesn't get along with Darcy's dad, but tries his best to fit in with everyone else. He's filled with childish ideas, but he never gives up and always tries to do right by Darcy. Neither of them is stepping too far out of their comfort zones with characters similar to those they've played before, but they're so good at them. They look great together, both of them are likable and charismatic, and their comedic timing is on point. Outside of the two leads, there are a lot of one-dimensional gag characters. Everyone else at the wedding and on the island is a walking stereotype, including the pirates. Tom's parents are eccentric Midwest Americans. Darcy's parents are rich snobs who look down on them, and everyone else at the party exists for different jokes in the film. There are a lot of good jokes, but no deep characters. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy their performances, though. For example, Jennifer Coolidge as Tom's mom is hilariously awkward and has some of the best moments in the film. Outside of the humor and romance between the leads, there isn't much emotion. No one at the wedding party shows any real fear of the situation they're in, and the pirates barely react to what's going on. When they first take the island, they seem like they've got everything under control, but that quickly falls apart when Tom and Darcy, two normal people, start giving them trouble. They never tell you any of the pirates' names and never give them any kind of personality other than participating in a few jokes here and there. They're obnoxiously incompetent and they never follow through on any of their threats. I did laugh when they joined in singing I'll Be with everyone else at the wedding, but other than that they were just cannon fodder for the bride and groom. Lopez and Duhamel get to do the majority of the action sequences, but they aren't throwing kicks and punches. Instead, there's a bit of awkward grappling, a lot of accidental environmental deaths, and multiple grenade explosions. There are also a lot of chase scenes that involve the pirates showing off their Stormtrooper Academy training. The best action moment is during the climax, with a truly brutal and graphic death between the blades of a helicopter. I loved everything about it, especially the gross sound effects and the spurt of blood afterward. Since the villains aren't all that scary, the twist becomes somewhat predictable. The film didn't put much effort into it, or the true mastermind, and I actually found the sidekick more interesting. At least they accomplished something in the story, even if they did have Stormtrooper aim too. The real villain has a wishy-washy personality, and the film doesn't really give the actor a chance to do anything interesting with the role. Their actions are confusing, given the full story, and they're either dumb for story purposes, or a dumb character in general, and the film doesn't present them that way. All of this is wrapped in a well-produced shell. The camera work is solid with lots of great lighting, makeup, and beautiful tropical scenery. There are a lot of standard shots, and the film doesn't go out of its way to do anything too complex, but there are a few explosions that look cool. The soundtrack is a mix of original music and mood-setting background tracks. Most of the original music gets used up as background music during the opening wedding parts, and after that it's just short bursts of tracks trying to amplify the moment. Make this dialogue feel more emotional, make this chase feel more intense, or punctuate this joke. It's executed well, but the sounds they use are all generic and forgettable. Overall, Shotgun Wedding is a fun movie that's mostly a comedy romance with a side of action. The action sequences are exciting and humorous, and the writing has a lot of good callbacks, jokes, and a time-tested lesson underneath about relationships. No relationship is perfect, you just need to work at it. The film sets out to entertain, and it does it well. 7 out of 10.